Hey everyone, Thomas here. We often talk about physical health, but today, let's talk about something just as crucial: mental health. It's easy to forget that our minds need just as much care as our bodies. The truth is, mental health affects everyone, either directly or indirectly. Unfortunately, there are a lot of misconceptions surrounding mental health, and these myths can prevent people from seeking the help they need. So, in this video, we're going to debunk some of the most common myths about mental health. We'll dive into the facts, break down the stigma, and hopefully come out of this with a better understanding of mental well-being. Because when we're informed, we can be more compassionate, understanding, and supportive, both to ourselves and to those around us. So, let's get started. The first myth we're tackling is the idea that mental health issues are uncommon. You might hear someone say, "Oh, that's just in your head," as if it's a rare occurrence. But the reality is far from that. Mental health disorders are incredibly prevalent, affecting millions of people around the world. Think about it. Almost everyone you know has probably experienced anxiety or felt overwhelmed by stress at some point. These are real struggles, and they're more common than we might think. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, 1 in 4 people globally will be affected by mental or neurological disorders at some point in their lives. That's a staggering statistic, and it highlights just how important it is to take mental health seriously. So, let's ditch the myth that mental health issues are rare and acknowledge the reality. They're a shared human experience. Next up, we're addressing a myth that's not only untrue, but also incredibly damaging: the idea that people with mental health issues are inherently violent. This is a harmful stereotype often perpetuated by the media, and it couldn't be further from the truth. The vast majority of individuals with mental health conditions are not violent and pose no threat to others. In fact, they are more likely to be victims of violence themselves. It's important to remember that mental illness and violence are not synonymous. Attributing violence solely to mental health issues ignores the complex societal factors that contribute to violence in general. It's like saying all drivers who get into accidents are bad drivers. It's a gross oversimplification. Let's be clear, mental health issues do not equate to violence. Spreading this myth only perpetuates stigma and discrimination. Now, let's talk about therapy. There's a misconception that therapy is only for people who are crazy or have severe mental health problems. This myth is incredibly damaging because it prevents people from seeking the support they need. Therapy is for anyone who wants to improve their mental well-being, regardless of the severity of their challenges. It's like going to the gym for your mind. It helps you build strength, resilience, and coping mechanisms. Think of it this way: we go to the doctor for regular checkups, even when we're not sick. Similarly, therapy can be a preventative measure, helping us address issues before they become overwhelming. Whether you're struggling with anxiety, relationship issues, or just need someone to talk to, therapy can provide a safe and supportive space to work through your thoughts and emotions. This next myth is one that's close to my heart: the idea that children don't experience mental health problems. We often think of childhood as a carefree time, but the reality is that children can and do experience mental health issues. Just like adults, children can experience anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges. In fact, half of all lifetime mental illnesses begin by age 14. It's crucial that we recognize and address mental health issues in children early on. Early intervention and support can make a world of difference in their lives. Let's create a world where children feel safe and supported in talking about their mental health, just as they would their physical health. Finally, let's debunk the myth that you can simply snap out of a mental health issue. You wouldn't tell someone with a broken leg to just walk it off, would you? Mental health issues are just as real as physical health issues and require proper treatment and support. Telling someone to just snap out of it is dismissive and unhelpful. It minimizes their struggles and invalidates their experiences. Recovery from mental health issues is a journey, And it's important to remember that there's no shame in seeking help. Just like we would seek medical attention for a physical illness, we should feel empowered to seek professional help for our mental well-being. So, let's ditch the snap out of it mentality and create a culture of understanding and support for those who are struggling. So, there you have it. 5 common mental health myths debunked. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and it's time we start treating it that way. Let's break the stigma surrounding mental health and create a world where everyone feels safe and supported in seeking help. Remember, it's okay not to be okay, and there's strength in vulnerability. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, family, and followers. Let's spread awareness and work together to create a more understanding and supportive world for everyone.